Hello, good afternoon. We start with breaking news. An unlicensed driver who inhaled laughing gas moments before he struck and killed an elderly cyclist has been sentenced to more than 11 years in a young offenders institution. 20-year-old Kane Byrne crashed into 81-year-old Graham Slynn as he walked his bike across a pedestrian crossing in South Yorkshire on the 4th of April. Our correspondent Ashna Horinag joins me now. And Ashna, tell us more about this case.
Well, Kane Byrne is not only a reckless driver, but he's a cold killer. The 20-year-old had been travelling in excess of the 50-mile-per-hour speed limit. Witnesses saying that he was doing more like 80 miles per hour in South Yorkshire in April of this year, April the 4th, at the same time as him driving and inhaling nitrous oxide, better known as laughing gas, as he drove without a licence. Graham Slynn, an 81-year-old pensioner, had been out cycling, but he'd been crossing his bike over the A57 road when he was rammed into by the 20-year-old driver, who, as I say, did not have a licence and was travelling with two others in the car. In court during his sentencing, this footage was shown to members present, and you can see the way that he is driving in this vehicle, his Golf, and he ends up going along the A57, driving in excessive speeds, inhaling from this yellow balloon laughing gas as he went. And as he ploughed into the 81-year-old, he threw him some 15 foot into the air. And crucially, Byrne did not stop. He instead sped off with his tyres screeching, and as you can see in that image there, smoke being left at the scene as his tyres went as fast as that. And you can see the way that he was driving recklessly, footage, as I say, that was described by the judge during this sentencing as being reckless. Now, Graham had been about to celebrate his diamond wedding anniversary alongside his wife. And his wife told the court when she read her victim impact statement at the end of last week that almost 60 years of marriage had been wiped out by the defendant. In fact, Graham's daughter also told the court today she now faces silence, heartbreak and a future without the man who made her laugh every day. And she described her father as kind to his core and said his death was 100% avoidable. That was the moment there that Byrne was arrested, only a few hours after police found some of that footage and found evidence of what happened to Graham. And this is him inside his prison cell on that night. I think we can also play you a clip now of what Byrne said to police during that time.
They describe Graham as a husband, a dad and a granddad. They describe him as part of his employment, he was a carer for adults with learning disabilities, and his family describe him as a gentle, funny and kind to his core. How does it make you feel hearing that about Graham?
Welcome.
So as you can see there, no response from Byrne as that was read to him, but Graham was a loved grandfather, father to at least of his two grandchildren, but also he had multiple children as well. We heard from the judge, Jeremy Richardson KC, that after killing Graham, the defendant went about his business without a care in the world. Well, Byrne, now 20 years old, he himself, a father of two, has now been jailed for 11 years and 6 months, as the judge in this case described this case as bad as it gets.